Hey, what's up guys, it's Marv and welcome back to another Asphalt 9 video. Before we get into it, I just want to share with you guys my latest Instagram post. It's a passion project I've been working on for a while and I think you guys will really enjoy it, so take a look at it and follow me there as well for more awesome car photography stuff. And of course, I got all my social medias, links to those will be in the description down below, along with the Discord server where I chat with you guys all the time. Okay, so let's talk about what do I mean by peak Asphalt 9, and what you're seeing on screen is what I consider the best part of Asphalt 9, and that is Ghost Slipstream multiplayer with some of the fastest cars in the game. Now for me, in my garage, you're gonna see the Koenigsegg Jesko and Agera RS, along with the trusty SSC Tuatara. Now Ghost Slipstream multiplayer is definitely a double-edged sword. On one hand, it is the most fun I have in this game, but on the other hand, it definitely provides for some moments that can lead to some desk slamming, which I'll talk about in a bit. But why do I love this game mode combination so much? And simply put, it reminds me of what drew me to Asphalt as a franchise in the first place. In Ghost Slipstream, you're constantly going well over 300 miles per hour with the right cars, and as a result, you are always falling off track or bumping into things because you are going way too fast to properly handle the cars. Now, in addition to the sheer sense of speed and lunatic type of behavior that you're going to go through while playing Ghost Slipstream, I also love the fact that Slipstream provides the experience where a lot of the times you're going to be right next to your opponent throughout the entire race. It's no secret that Classic League can be a bit of a wreck fest because of how many knockdowns there are, and because of that, you end up either becoming in last place, completely deserted by all the other opponents, or a lot of the times you're in first place with everyone else far behind you. With Ghost Slipstream, because everyone is constantly on your tail, or you're constantly behind first and second place, you are always right behind someone or right in front of someone or neck and neck for a majority of the race. And of course, that makes it seem all the more intense when you cross the finish line. So it's that combination of the pure speed along with the intensity of racing side by side for the majority of the race that no other racing game, in my opinion, really provides you with. And you'll see in this video, there are definitely a lot of times where I go way too fast for my own good, constantly losing control of the car or not taking advantage of the mechanics too much, and bumping into things. And some things you won't see on screen include me flying off the track because I have no idea how to handle the car or where to go because I'm 70 feet in the air with no ability to turn fast enough to get back on track. But on the other hand, what you're also not seeing on screen is I'm actually watching a bunch of advertisements to refill my SSC Tuatara. Yes, I'm literally watching ads right now as I record this because I'm only limited to 3 races every 6 hours unless I watch a bunch of ads to get that down, or I have to buy the Legend Pass, which will only give me 3 more additional races before I have to do the whole ad shenanigans all over again. And as a result of Ghost Slipstream being some of the most fast-paced racing in this game, you're constantly running out of races. And it's not necessarily the rating that I lose that is making me kind of mad at this game mode or combination of modes. It's just the fact that by the time I know it, I'm finished with my races and, well, I'm doing what I'm doing now, which is just sitting down and watching a bunch of ads. Now, of course, having multiple cars definitely helps with that. I got a solid 16-minute gameplay run in with my cars before I had to start watching ads, but of course, I'm gonna wreck like half the time, and I'm going to come in like last place for the other half, maybe get a win here and there, but it definitely is so fun for those couple of moments, and that's why I do it over again. Hopefully I will get good enough gameplay to showcase to you guys why I love this mode so much. Maybe I'll be barreling down some straights and going across some huge jumps in Slipstream. Maybe I'll make some epic comebacks. I don't know, because I haven't gathered all the footage for this video, but nonetheless, it will be the most time spent above 300 miles per hour in Asphalt 9. So yeah, it's that combination of intense speed and neck-by-neck racing that I just love about Ghost Slipstream. And one of the things that does pain me is because I have to grind up to Legend League in order to experience it. Sometimes I just don't get to because, of course, half of the series is just Classic League, which as I described earlier, is just a knockdown fest, so sometimes that's just too frustrating to grind through to Legend League. Now, one thing I'm definitely looking forward to in the future is we all know that cross-platform is hopefully coming sometime. We don't have an exact timeline on that yet, but we do know it's something that the devs are working on it. To what capacity? Well, it's Gameloft, so we just have no idea. But I'm really hoping that it improves the pool of cars that I get to face, because I was really hoping to face more type of cars that I would expect, like Tuataras, Yescos, F5s, and of course I'd like to see how I stack up against the Devil 16, but I saw a lot of Shirans and a lot of Koenigsegg's, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I still had fun racing them, but I would have liked to see some more variety in cars, and hopefully that will be a non-issue when cross-platform comes. And by cars, I also mean drivers. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to battle it out against someone. Maybe I lost against them and now I have the opportunity to get revenge, but it would be certainly nice to play against more variety, and hopefully maybe even by next year or maybe during next year we'll be able to do that with cross-platform, because we will have more opponents to face. So anyway guys, I definitely want to hear your thoughts on Ghost Slipstream in the comment section down below, but I also want to start a conversation about what you think the best part about Asphalt 9 is, because a lot of the times you are just grinding out car hunt races or you're doing special event conditions, and when I take the time to grind to Legend League during a Ghost Slipstream multiplayer, I do find that moment where I have a smile on my face, even though I flew off the map in San Francisco because I was going well over 350 miles per hour and I just had no idea what to do with my Tuatara. There was just nowhere for me to go but into the water, and that puts a smile on my face because it reminds me of the breakneck speeds and crazy gameplay of the old days with Asphalt 5, 6, and 7, where that was just the norm. You were always going above those 200 miles per hour speeds and constantly crashing into things, knocking down opponents, and just having a fun time. It was never about conditions or unlocking things. It was just about going fast, and that's what I love about Ghost Slipstream. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please make sure to check out the Instagram post. I work really hard on it and I think it looks pretty sick, and I will catch you guys later.